Good morning, everyone. Hello. Welcome to the DJ Cliche Darkness Show that is no longer running non-stop. This is my first stream since choosing to turn it off after the 2 weeks. The 2 week stream. My Soylent is fighting with my insides. Good morning, Moogle fan. Good morning, Dragon. Good morning, Deku. I hope you guys are having a lovely day today. Today I decided to randomly play Baldur's Gate for the first time ever, a game that I've been wanting to play for a very, very long time. I don't really have a ton of energy today, and I'm kind of trying to save it. Oh, it's doing this thing again. Oh my. I don't know why this does this sometimes. This bitch locked at 30 frames. I miss seeing you live all the time. I feel you. You're definitely not the only person to say that. Baron was like, please stream yourself sleeping more, please. Thanks. Wow, this game probably is not gonna like... It's probably not gonna like 4K. How do we... Is there any settings for this? It says it's installed. New players should start with a tutorial. If I alt enter you again, will you actually full screen, or are you going to be the corner? Nope, it's going to be the corner again. Just do it. Where do I fuck with? Where do I fuck with the settings? Dungeons and Dragons. Tutorial. Baldur's Gate. The Black Pits. I'll just click tutorial and see what we can find here. Import. Oh, create party. Whoa. We don't want to do this yet. Wait, what if I alt enter now, bitch? Oh, or this. Options, baby. Why wasn't you on the beginning? Hardware mouse, scale user interface. Maybe graphics wasn't exactly what I was looking for. No, it has to be. Where's the resolution? There's nothing that says, what in the hell? Is that an orc? You mean this thing? Is that an orc? Is that a dead orc? Oh boy. This game is a game that does not fuck around. And the banner on stream? Oh yeah, I guess so. It looks like an orc up there. Where I can't find an easy place to check out what I would want to do with the resolution in this game. There is no option. Fuck. Will you be top left corner again? Yep. The prototype Skyrim guy. All right, time to start some Googling. How to play Baldur's Gate in 4K. Any luck with 4K monitors? Shut up. Yeah, whatever. Shut up. UI mod that works with this resolution management. There's a mod called Dragonspear UI that works well with 4K monitors. I second using Dragonspear UI mod. Really comes with some improvements to the UI in general. Works flawlessly on my HUD without using any UI mods. If you remember correctly, there's a setting UI scaling. Ah, I do remember seeing that setting. Stretch the UI to fill available space on the screen when the window is resized. Yeah, let's do that. How? Oh, do I just do this? Oh, do I just do this? And I... What happens if I try it full screen? Nope. I suppose right now this is one of the best things I can do. Is just build a screen like this. Army of orcs flexing, creating a shockwave that kills elves in fright. What if I hit that? Probably, yep, yeah, it's gonna... Okay. I mean, I guess that's that. He who fights with monsters should look into himself. I wish that I could full screen this. Ooh.
No, you can't. I will be the last.
That you, Mulgar? Ooh. You fell. Now, death crop. Oh. So you mean they chose Grug over you to be in this game then? Is that what I'm seeing? So one thing that I'm wondering actually, and I would hate to do this all the time. Seems to make the graphics very squash and pixelated. gives it dimensions. 1998 CD version worth graphics. That could look worse. I think originally you had to swap discs between areas and had to play it on a microwave. Just rough it, cowboy. It actually makes me laugh mainly because it's true. Yeah. That's why I laughed as well. I could just try and live with it. Play a game with fantastic graphics. I'm trying the worst game possible. Yeah. I know. I mean, I guess in the end, either I do with the Dragon Spear UI, but in the beginning here, I would like to... Hi, BB. In the beginning here, I would like to... Oh, what resolution would it try and be in, though? Oh my god, and how much is this going to fuck up your guys' resolution? Should we go for 1080 on this? Oh, this hurts. Still only the top left corner. So this is a weird thing. Why does this happen? I don't understand this. Here we go. Here's another question that I have. Because if that's going to be the case, if I have to play at window, then I'm doing it in 4K with the window. However, mine's doing the same here. You can make the game somewhat playable if you click the bottom button. It will attempt to start a yeah, there's no bottom button. This is what I was looking for. Oh, I mean, I guess I could always go into the thing. Edit the I9. Under full screen, place 1 with a 0. Under maximize, change 0 to 1. Put the game maximized window format. Good luck and have fun. There are other ways to change it, but I'm putting the game in a window format as easiest. There's other ways to do it. You can change display settings. That'll make the game this, but I think the highest supported format. I wonder what this word means. Thanks to this guy. That's what, yeah. Do the 0 to 1. Yeah, Alt Enter. But navigate to game executable. Prioritize compatibility. Check off disable display scaling. That's probably what's happening. That's probably what's happening. Which also means then... Hold on. Go to sleep for a second. YouTube. Right click. Display settings. Oh, my fucking eyeballs. Recommended. Keep. Ah, yes. Ah, normality has been restored. Steam. Right click, manage, browse local files. Algard does not follow. Sup DJ, we unfortunately lost the war at avoiding COVID, but we love you. We're currently, alive. Good. I'm glad that you guys are still alive. Still alive. Shit, what was it I mean? I'm sorry that you guys are sicky though. Who's the genius that said this part? I know that Battery has a lot of lung issues as well. So you guys are alive, but like legit, how are you faring? Yes, prioritize. Custom scaling? See, I'm not seeing that. Thankfully, my monologue to the doctor yesterday made him give us Paxlovid. Yes. Very good. Battery is one of his disease of instantly drop dead. I'll be fine. Our prognosis is all right despite the current problems. It's bad, but I felt worse, which should sound true since I've been near death. Yeah. it's kind of hard. That bar is, when that bar is like just right above the grave, it's really hard to get under that sometimes without actually getting into the grave. So yeah. That's good. I'm glad that you guys got Paxlovid. Hopefully you guys got the chill one, like no losing your taste and your taste and smell, you know. Yeah, when a bar set to death, you're probably gonna be like, yeah, this is doable. It's bad enough to give me weird flashbacks of hospitals in the old dorm room, but I'm Ive. Yeah. I'm Ive. I spent the last night trying to guess Jelly Belly flavor. Oh no. Oh man, I was like, when I got COVID, I was like, if I lose my sense of taste, I'm going to bite into an onion and like see what happens. Maybe I could finally eat vegetables. Get out the Harry Potter foul tasting jelly beans. Yeah, legit. Override high DPI scaling behavior. Scaling performed by system enhanced. I don't know, man. Let's try. I don't know. Let's see what happens. So you still be top. Yep, we're still top left here. I don't have the damn energy. Yeah, for sure. I haven't gotten COVID and I took a bite out of an onion on Christmas Day just to mess with her. Oh, Lord. I hate onions. That's what's wrong with onions. I sip kombucha and smell of chlorine and ammonia fills my nose. Oh, my Lord. How can we not take this shit seriously when it fucks your brain so completely? So the taste and smell thing, I had the infection before this, and it's like the Yakuza game getting beat up after getting beat up. Like the problem with the thing with losing your sense of smell and taste is that it, like, for some reason the disease literally eats away and severs the nerve, that handles that. Like the nerve actually gets chemically cut. That's fucked. That's such a weird thing. I was like, I never want this to happen to me. And with some people, as the nerve begins to heal, it doesn't come back right. With some people, when that happens, it tastes like everything tastes and smells differently, or some things taste and smell differently and just never change. That's a goddamn nightmare. I'm not seeing this custom setting that they talking about. Here, let's try disable full screen optimizations. Nope. Won't stop me. I'll get that shit back by sheer force of will. Synesthesia will help. I'll claw my way back. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, Lord. Man, that's another thing. I wonder. Oh, well. Oh, that's right, because you taste colors a little bit, too. I do not. For me, it's rather clear. Light equals sound. Wouldn't that be fucked up if something got messed up or whatever, and then it added taste to my light? I would hate that. Unless everything was delicious. Man, then maybe I could eat vegetables then by looking at a certain color light all the time while eating vegetables. It'll be loud, but it'll be tasty. I don't think that part is working. Check off disable display scaling. Yeah, I don't really see that. Did they put it in? Reduce colored mode, disable full screen optimizations. Run this program as administrator. Register this start. Legacy display ICC color management. I don't see anything really in here. Maybe it's in this. Scale is 100%. I hate this. I don't want to scale that shit. But also, that's not my problem. If we can't get it to work in just a little bit, we'll go ahead and just pull the full screen up to the top. Nope. Yeah, I don't know what these guys are talking about. What was this top option that we was fucking with a little bit? Width or whatever? Yeah, who cares? Fuck it. Let's just do this. Let's play the tutorial. Press the gender button to begin creating your character. Sometimes when I'm quiet, I'll make up new stuff. Little neurology failure won't stop me. I know some of the more dangerous colors. Let's fucking go. I want to see how this game works. Yeah, I've never seen it. I'm gonna be a boy. Males of the realm can excel in whatever profession they choose, whether wizardry, thievery, or the arts of war. Excel in whatever profession they choose. Okay, at least it says the same thing for both of them. I was like, why is this description here? Are they gonna be like, males can fight? And then I click the female one and it'd be like, they do really good at sewing clothes or something. All right, let's choose. What is this? Yeah. I will choose that one because it is like the most reasonable looking one. Maybe this boy. Well, at least there's a lot of guys here. I mean, a lot of different characters is what I mean. I'm not a dwarf though. You got a pretty nice beard. I like that there are a ton of characters here. I would like to pick somebody with a beard, but this one works. Let's do this. Wait, what about custom? Oh, I see. We just have to use a thing. All right, cool. Race. I'm gonna be human. Humans are the predominant race in Faerun. Humans rule most of the significant empires and kingdoms of the realm. They are the most social and tolerant of races, excepting perhaps the halflings. Humans may advance as any class, and are also the only race that can dual class. Humans may not multi-class. Only dual class. No multi-class. Oh, what if I was a half-orc? Half-orcs are born from the union of a human and orc parents. They're tall as humans, but a little heavier due to their muscular builds. Their greenish pigmentation, sloping forehead, jutting jaw, prominent teeth, and coarse body hair make their lineage plain for all to see. In the Sword Coast, half-orcs are tolerated, as unlike in the north, the local people haven't had centuries of warfare with orc kind. Half-orcs are known for their great strength. When they get infravision, shit. -2 intelligence, though. I'd probably want to be a wizard, though. But then again, that could be fun to be a half-orc wizard. Man, they get so many bonuses and shit. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go with a half-orc. Feel like I gotta change my picture, but that's okay. Are there no wizards? Half-orc shaman actually would be interesting. They forge a divine connection with the natural world, similar in the ways that druids commune with nature. Why isn't druid on this list? Why isn't druid on this list? Why am I so limited with my classes? This gives me the big sad. Shamans are more spiritual than primal. They directly tap into the energies that flow through the earth and air, though through plants and animals, and even through the dead, and shape these energies to obey their will. Nowhere is there a more evident way than the ability to summon powerful spirits as guardians and defenders. A being of two worlds, shaman value balance over dominance. Yeah, 2nd edition, yeah. May only wear leather, may not equip shields larger than bucklers. May only use the following weapons: dagger, club, spear, axe, quarterstaff, dart, sling, and short bow. May only become proficient 1 slot in any weapon class, and in 1 slot in any fighting style. May cast druidic spells. Does not automatically learn spells of a given level as druids do. Instead, shamans select new spells to learn at each level, which they can cast daily without memorization. Holy fuck, that's insane. Gains immediate access to a number of shamanic specific spells which can be cast like any other: Spirit Ward, Writhing Fog, Spiritual Clarity, Spirit Fire, Recall Spirit, Spirit Lock, and Ether Gate. Gains use of the Detect Illusions skill, which with 20% points as a base, and can and have 4 points per level, up to a maximum of 100% at level 20. May use Shamanic Dance at will. Shamanic Dance. It can summon spirit allies by performing a ritualistic dance. While dancing, a shaman takes a -4 penalty to armor class and cannot move, attack, or cast spells, use items and special abilities, or perform any other activity. Each round while the shaman dances, there is a 35% base chance of plus 2% for each level of the shaman that a spirit will answer the call, up to a maximum of 75% at level 20. Any summoned spirits will disappear if the shaman moves, stop dancing, or if the spirits leave visual range. The spirits grow in power as the shaman gains additional levels. Minor animals: snake, fox, hound, up to 2 spirits. Major animal spirits: bear, panther, boar, up to 3 spirits at a time. Oh boy. Minor nature spirits: lesser air spirit, lesser earth, lesser fire at 12. Jeez. That's intense. Up to 4 at a time. Major nature spirits: air, earth, fire. 5 spirits at a time. The type of the summoned spirit is randomly determined from the spirits available at the shaman's level. For example, if a level 12 shaman will summon either a minor nature spirit, a minor animal spirit, or a major animal spirit or a minor animal spirit, but cannot choose which one appears. Spirits will do their best to protect the shaman, but are not controlled directly. What? Orc can't wizard. Is that why? Because I'm a half-orc, but orc can shaman? Choose one that appears. Spirit do their best to the shaman, but are not controlled directly. Does not gain bonus spells per day from high wisdom. Alignment restricted to neutral good, true neutral, or neutral evil. May not dual class or multi-class. Sad times. Ineligible for any stronghold that affects only the Shadow of Am campaign in Baldur's Gate 2 Enhanced Edition. Whoa, I can carry this character over to the other Baldur's Gates? Is that true? Hit die is a D8. Yeah, I see. Oh my gosh. I want to be a mage though. May not wear any armor. May not place any slots in a fighting style. May cast arcane spells. There is so much less here, whatever. The shaman sounds like a ton of fun. Well, kind of a ton of fun, but you can't control your spirits though, which sounds a little scary. Ooh, sorcerer. I love being spell classes, and a spell class I would like to do. I mean, I could still just be a human shaman, which actually seems pretty awesome. But, oh yeah, the not dual class kind of makes me upset. Because if I become a sorcerer and I dual class, I could become a battle sorcerer, right? Oh my god, I could become a monk sorcerer. Fucking karate mage. Hold on, I need to remember the difference between a mage and a sorcerer. If I'm correct, it's like what they call upon, kinda. Sorcerer is more flat out direct damage. We're born with the innate ability to cast spell. It is a thought that the blood of some powerful creature flows through their veins. Perhaps they are the spawn of the gods themselves, or even dragons walking in humanoid form. Regardless of the sorcerer's magic is intuitive rather than logical. They know fewer spells than mages and acquire spells more slowly, but they can cast spells more often and have no need to select and prepare spells at a time. See, that's my jam right there. Sorcerers cannot specialize in magic the way that mages do. Other than these differences, a sorcerer is very similar to a mage. No armor, dagger, quarterstaff, dart, sling. Proficient 1 slot in weapon class. May not place any slots in a fighting style. Arcane spells. May not scribe spells into their spell books as mages do. Instead, sorcerers learn a small number of spells at each level, which they can cast daily without memorization. See, that's fucking boss. The thing that kind of makes mages super cool is the fact that you have to go through all of those things, right? You know, you have to do the spoken word, you have to do the motion, and you have to have the reagent. And just the idea of all of that, like the process of magic is super cool to me, and it's why I've always loved mage caster types in a world where these rules happen or whatever. But the old man in me who's getting tired is totally all right about not needing to describe shit so that you could so that you could just do it without memorization. You don't have to study and memorize the spell. I do like mages that can like learn all the spells and just choose which ones are the rest, but there's a lot of options. Yeah. I imagine it probably gets a little ridiculous. Blue Foxy, welcome to the stream, by the way. But I think I'm gonna make it a little simpler, and I'm gonna go for a sorcerer. Though a shaman, a half-orc shaman, really does seem like it could be a lot of fun, but the only thing that makes me wary about that is the fact that I guess you can't control the spirits. Which is kind of too bad. You know what though? I have to take a small break. I just kind of turned on stream on a whim, but I haven't taken a piss yet, so I will be right back while I go to the bathroom. BRB. Oh, that's so much better. Let's see. Wizard strives to be a master of magical energy, shaping them and casting them as spells. To do so, he studies strange tongues and obscure facts and devotes much of his life to magical research. A wizard must rely on knowledge and wit to survive. Wizards are rarely seen adventuring without a retinue of fighters and men-at-arms, because there are different types of schools, or schools of magic. There are different types of wizards. The mage studies all types of magic and learns a wide variety of spells. This broad range makes him well suited to the demands of adventuring. No armor, same thing as the other one. It's pretty much exactly the same, but the sorcerer kind of gets what he gets. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna be a human sorcerer. Whoa, and I can even choose a subclass of it. Oh boy. A dragon disciple. They're powerful sorcerers with dragon's blood somewhere in their lineage. The natural magical talents bring out their draconic heritage, allowing them to cast powerful magical spells and exhibit dragon-like abilities. +1 bonus to AC. May use breath weapon once per day. Breath weapon. The dragon disciple breathes a gout of flame up to 30 feet long. I think that I have to choose this. Inflicting 3d8 points of fire damage on all creatures caught within a 140-degree cone. Kinda, I mean, there's almost no reason. Yeah, I know! What are you gonna... Like, gotta say, I mean, the only reason to do it is if, you know, if you'd kind of want to challenge yourself and have it be, like, kind of simple or whatever, but fucking come on! You'd be like, and you can spit fire out of your mouth. Caught up to 30 feet long, inflicting 3d8 points of damage, on all creatures caught within a 140-degree cone. Trying to be part of my kin to see you kill. What are you afraid that I'm gonna kill myself if I'm a dragon person? Because I wouldn't. I keep trying to tell you, Dragon Regalia, I love dragons. We never hurt them ever. I don't care what you think you saw or heard. Fire resistance, 1 bonus to AC. Oh, this is insane. Breath weapon, increased damage to 48. Fire resistant. Oh, man. I feel the same, Blue Foxy. All of these things are insane. I know that you lie. Wow, my goodness. May cast 1 fewer spell per level per day. I mean, that's okay. That doesn't seem like too much of a disadvantage. Done. Alignment. Oh boy. I'm gonna be neutral. I've always loved the thought of chaotic good. Chaotic good characters are strong individuals marked by a streak of kindness and benevolence. They believe in all virtues of goodness and right, but they have little use for laws and regulation. They have no use for people who try to push folk around and tell them what to do. Their actions are guided by their own moral compass that, although good, might not always be in perfect agreement with the rest of society. A brave frontiersman forever moving on as the settlers follow in his wake as an example of chaotic good character. That could be fun. And then that's just don't care, and then this is when you're a fucking monster. I'm gonna choose chaotic good. Abilities! Oh, I see. I think I really want to up... Oh, we can just re-roll this shit? I forgot about that. This is actually in D&D. This is actually D&D. What do spells scale off of? Would it be in intelligence? I mean, it says that I can re-roll as many times as I want. It just kind of doesn't matter, does it? Intelligence for source and second edition. Ah, minimum can be 14. Samari. I see. Minimum. That bitch has got to be maximum. I wasn't telling you the wrong info. I looked it up real quick. Although sorcerers are charisma-based casters in the tabletop game, their casting abilities are purely level-based in Baldur's Gate series. Oh! So that kind of doesn't even matter, I guess. Put a little more into charisma. Second edition, you've never played, really? Yeah. Second edition is what I started with, you know, as a child, but I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I was a child. I should reiterate, I was a dumb child. So I just let everybody do everything for me. Let's just deal with this. I feel like I kind of want to fuck with a sling. Daggers generally use Mage's Guild. Here could use weapon build penalties. Specialize. I don't even think we can specialize at all. Small missile weapons thrown from the hand. Mages often use darts as they are one of the few missile weapons mages can employ. Yeah, I was about to say I might go with dart. Sling is kind of simple. Sling is commonly thought as a toy weapon, and its lethality should not be underestimated. A strong bullet thrown from a sling by an experienced user can tear a hole through a man's skull. Dart sounds more fun. I'm gonna use dart. Ooh, 2 spells to put in my spell book. Oh boy. These will be spells that your character currently has knowledge of at the beginning of the game. Specialist mages that belong to their school have a green outline on them. You must pick one of these spells before continuing. Blindness seems pretty cool. When thrown, the sphere heads unerringly to its target. The effect of the orb as upon the target varies with the level of the castle. Each orb will do damage to the target against which there is no save, and an effect which the target must save versus spell for the +6 bonus. Burns, blind, stuns. Victim save versus +6 bonus against all effects. And get to no save against the damage. Oh, okay. So it's mostly saving against that. Color spray. Spell enables the caster to attempt to summon a familiar to act as its side companion. Familiars are typically small creatures. A creature acting as a familiar can benefit a wizard conveying its sensory powers to its master, conversing with him, and serving as a guard, scout, spy as well. A wizard can only have one familiar at a time, and he has no control over what sort of creature answers the summoning, if they come at all. This spell may only be cast by the protagonist. I think I need this. Friends probably is pretty damn useful. Oh, I think I kind of have to. Magic Missile is the fucking classic, yo. Ooh, Necromancy, though. Drains the life force from the target. Nah. Identify probably is stupid useful. The spell memorizes the description of an unidentified item. Press the identify button and changes. The item is 100%. Spell identifies the item name, what it does, and if it is cursed. We might worry about that one a little later. Yeah, I was about to say, I think that I need to get Orb. It's evocation. I gotta deal with Orb. Maybe we'll do Magic Missile next. Identify is pretty important. But maybe we'll get that next too. But fine. All right, I gotta do it. Find familiar and Orb we're going with. The skin color is fine. That dark is pretty cool. I like this. This will be our guy. We essentially made Dr. Strange. Oh, sound.
Onward! Death to you all!
All will die.
All will die.
Your life shall be mine. Death will come swiftly for you.
Go, go, go! Everybody listen to me now.
Now you're going to be sorry.
Who's in for it now?
What is this AO on?
Ha! Death at last. I grow weary.
Have at you! Batter them into bloody rubbish! Death to you all! Your life ends here. Time for a bit of the rough and tumble. You got this coming!
That one might be me.
Nobody else is gonna step up. Why not? Ready for that nap any time now. What's it gonna take to get a little action around here?
Let's give them a right thrashing.
Well, of course. I grow... How tedious all this becomes.
Get over here. Right then, I'm in charge. That's about enough. For one day.
You got this coming!
That yell was enough to make me choose this one. All right. Name. Bitch. Bitch the Adventurer. Should we name him Bitch? We do have a lot of bitches in a lot of other games. In more ways than one. Or maybe we'll make him Amano. Amano Kage. Party gains all the benefits of easy difficulty and cannot die in combat. Enemies deal 25% less damage. Party members cannot permanently die. Hit point rolls are maximized. And spells can be copied into spellbooks without failure. Oh, that's pretty impressive. I think we'll just deal with normal. A lot of this other... I'm really happy that they have these other types of rules in there. Like actual core rules. Then they just make more damage. Legacy of Baal. Enemies have all the benefits of insane difficulty as well as significantly more hit points, improved Thaco, better saving throws, and more attacks per round. Legacy of Baal can only be selected at the start of the game. Once it's selected, it cannot be changed. Let's do it.
Greetings to you.
Greetings to you. And welcome to Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition. I understand that you're eager to get started. Men of your profession would not be comfortable cooped up in a castle such as this. But before you leave, it is my duty to make sure you are prepared for what awaits you in the world of Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition. Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition uses 2nd edition AD&D rules and might seem overwhelming at first, but I will familiarize you with the basic rules and interface of this game. We'll begin with the pause feature. Pause the game at any time with spacebar or by left-clicking in the lower the clock in the lower left end of the screen. Unpausing occurs the same way. Pausing is most useful during combat, where it gives you time to carefully orchestrate your party's next attack. While pause, issue your commands. When you unpause, your characters will carry out any orders they've been given. If you do not use spacebar, you may find the game very difficult to play. Why don't you experiment with pausing right now by using spacebar and giving your character some movement commands. When you have finished, left-click on me to resume.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
My next topic is on how to differentiate enemies from people you want to talk to.
What's up, Khan?
Enemies have red circles. People you want to talk to have blue circles.
How come he's no longer talking? Certain option settings can remove these circles during unpause gameplay so that their presence does not distract the mood of the game. Circles are always present when the game is paused, however. Interact with NPC defaults to talk for neutral targets and attack with hostile ones. Talk to neutral characters identified with blue circles by left-clicking on them. To attack hostile NPCs, simply left-click on them. If you want to attack neutral NPC, select the weapon icon from the bottom of the screen and left-click on the target. Left-click on my servant, who will start a conversation. Servant Jospiel, come here at once.
Hey there. Wasn't that easy? What I'm going to do now is turn hostile.
You got this coming!
Well done. That was a good hit. I'll talk with you now.
You got this coming! That is the reason why I chose this voice.
I now want to talk to you about the inventory page.
Okay. Right-clicking character's portrait. Oh. We're going old school. What's up, man? Will I go to inventory? It does.
Equip items by placing them in the appropriate slots around your character on the inventory page.
Select weapon by left-clicking. Weapon in the bottom of the main gameplay screen. Green box will appear in the weapon character's hands. Ooh, they gave me the dart. Okay.
Good job. It's time for us to go upstairs now. If you move your cursor over to the stairs, you'll notice that your cursor becomes a stair cursor. Now to the next part of your lesson, the journal. I want you to check your journal.
Automatically entered in the journal. Left click the quill icon on the left side of the screen. Probably press J as well. Entries according to the story chapter. You encounter them. Also divided up into quests and main stories. Main story entries will remain in your favor in your journal forever. And a reminder of all major events that happened in your life so far. Quest entries are entered in your journal when the quest begins, removed when the quest ends. Entry then appears in the Done Quest section. Check the journal right now, you'll notice. Remind you to finish combat training. When it's done, it'll disappear.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
All right then. Now your first combat lesson. My combat teacher, Brevin, is going to be coming right up the stairs. I want you to hit him and then check your journal. Good job. I want you to check your journal and see how it has been updated. Now I want you to check your map screen.
World map on the top right. Annotate your map screen by right-clicking where you want to make a note. Give you a few seconds to figure this out. Oh, you can turn on all sorts of shit. Ulgos Beard, destination unreachable.
Another page you might be interested in is the character sheet.
On the head icon, you will also find an export button and an information button on this page. Export will export your character for use in a new game. This is not a save game, but rather a way of transferring a favorite character from game to game. Information screen shows your character history and combat stats. Is that the head? Or is it this head? There it is. Yay.
The last icon that you need to know about is the Options icon. You can also find it on the left side of the screen. On the Options screen, you will be able to save and load games, as well as modify graphics, sound, and gameplay.
Other characters can join you on your adventures. In fact, without companions, you will find Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition almost impossible to finish. I will now introduce you to Zan, an elven mage. He will join your party and then show you how to memorize your cast spells.
Hello, I am Zan, a mage from Everaska in the north. I am going to join your party and show you how to cast and memorize spells.
Okay.
My first lesson for you is on how to cast spells.
Select my Zan's cast spell button. Choose a spell and left click on your target. My cast spell button is the spell icon on the bottom of the screen. You have me, Zan, selected for this. You have access to my spells. You can also configure quick spells by right-clicking on a spell slot. Summons a list of memorized spells to choose. If no spells are listed, the character either does not have the spells memorized or cannot cast until higher levels. To cast the quick spell, left-click on the appropriate quick spell slot and select your target. I want you to try and cast a spell now. Select any spell in my repertoire and cast it on Belt.
Life is so hollow.
Awesome.
Good job. I am now going to teach you how to memorize spells.
Any spellcaster, besides sorcerers and shamans, must memorize spells using the rest button on the left panel after choosing their spells in the mage book. The priest scroll pages. Select the mage book of priest scroll icon that appears on the left edge of the screen. Choose the spells you want to memorize and then click the rest button once the rest memorized your spells. I want you to try it now. Oh, that's safe. Is that it? Did I win? Oh, 5 out of 5 memorized. What? I don't need 2 identifies. There we go. Look at that. We got all of them.
Our quest is vain.
Did not have to do it.
Not yet. You can access your rest button from
Ah.
either your memorization screen or your inventory screen.
Is the rest button in here? Oh wow, you can have them all on. The fuck's he talking about? Hell have I done now? Oh. That is the rest button, I guess.
Good job. I'm now going to teach you how to learn spells. I have a flame arrow scroll in my inventory.
Right click scroll, item, history screen. Bottom left, find a button that says right magic, press this, and your mage me will now be able to cast it. Chance of failure when learning a spell. Failure means the scroll is used up and the mage does not learn the spell. You will not fail this one, but in the real world, your intelligence stat will determine whether you succeed or not.
We're all doomed. Good job. Now I'm going to teach you how to identify items. When you find a magical item, you won't automatically know what it does.
Right click on the item. Left click on this. Inventory has identify spell and memorize. Cards are very intelligent characters can sometimes automatically identify them, an item when they pick it up. I have an unidentified shield in my inventory. I also have the identify spell. Okay. Damn.
Life is so hollow.
Now that you know everything about using mage spells, I'm going to introduce you to a cleric. Her name is Bronwyn, and she'll be teaching you how to use cleric abilities.
Greetings and goodwill. I am Branwen, and I follow the ways of Tempest, God of War. I'm going to join your party and teach you how to use cleric abilities.
Of course I'll marry you.
You cast cleric spells in the exact same way that you cast mage spells. I'll refresh your memory in case you've forgotten.
Oh, cool.
Hello?
Quick formation. Fucking awesome. They actually even have the VO for this for the words.
Good. Now I'll give you a short overview on how to memorize cleric spells.
Any spellcaster must memorize spells, rest button, mage spells, mage book. Priest left, choose spell, memorize, completed. Memorize some spells right now. To Doom and Magical Stone. Protect from evil and Bless.
'Tis a fine day to die. You haven't slept yet. You can access your sleep button from either your memorization screen or your inventory screen. By Tempus Shield! Good job. Now, on to another ability. A very important skill to the cleric class is the turning of undead creatures.
Paladins also have the ability of turn undead. Activating the icon will cause many undead creatures to flee or even be destroyed. When in this mode, the character can move whatever they wish. Any other direction, such as attacking or casting a spell, will deactivate the ability. I'm going to teleport in a skeleton. Try to destroy it using my turn undead ability.
Good job on destroying the skeleton. Now I'm going to introduce you to a surprise visitor. It's your childhood friend, Imoen.
I have a childhood friend? He'll be waiting in the next floor. Holy shit. He just fucking teleported.
Tempus wills it.
Hey, everybody.
Our quest is
Yeah?
vain.
What do you want? Top of my to-do list.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
We're all doomed. What is the point?
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Hey, how are things going?
Must be itching to get started on your adventure. Anyway, I'm supposed to teach you about how to use thief skills, but only after I join your party. Okay.
So anyway, I'll start with the pickpocket ability.
To use the ability, you must press the thieving button on the bottom of the screen. Button obviously won't be there if a thief is not selected first. Thieving icon is an eye mask, which thieves are occasionally known to wear. Once you've selected the thieving button, left click on the person whose pocket you want to pick. Give it a try. That's an eye mask?
I've done had enough of this.
I've done had enough of this.
Very good. Now I'm going to teach you how to detect and disarm traps.
To detect a trap, you must press and find traps button on the bottom of your screen. While it's active, any traps in the area will be highlighted in red. Find the traps button represented by rectangles. Thief. The weird shiny hunt. We've already found you, Chimchar. We have already found you. When in this mode, the character may move wherever they wish. Any other action, such as attacking or casting spells, would deactivate the ability. To disarm the trap, you must press the thieving button. Left click on the red highlighted trap. Watch out. If you fail in disarming the trap might be sprung. There's a harmless trap to the west side of the room. I want you to detect and disarm it using my skills. Remember, press the Find Traps button to begin searching for traps. This button is represented by an icon of 4 triangles. It may take several moments for me to find the trap and begin searching. See, it's automatically turning it off. But that's cool.
Good job. You should also know that when you're in detect traps mode, you'll also be able to detect secret doors and illusions.
A golden rule. No cackling while needing to go to the bathroom. BRB, okay, yeah. Get there. That was all a dream. Next ability you need to learn is open locks. Pick a lock, you must select thieving. Oh man, thieving just does everything. On the container you want to open, once again, the thieving button represented by a mask icon. Lock chest to the west side. Let's steal the gem inside. Okay, middle click. Where's this chest? Oh, I see.
What's taking you so long?
Bitch, I gave you the command.
The next ability I'm going to teach you is one of the most important a thief can do. The ability to be stealthy.
You notice the bottom of the screen, step, left click, character will attempt to hide shadows. Stealth button represented by a face in the shadows. Under this mode, character can move wherever they wish. Any other action, such as attacking, casting a spell, will deactivate the ability. Put me into stealth mode. There we go. Cool, the first time failed. Nice.
Alright, now that we've finished experimenting with stealth, let's go to the last thief ability, the set trap skill.
Special abilities. Bottom right of the screen.
Huh?
Ooh, to select all. Nice. I was actually wondering about this for reveal details.
You've been doing very well. Now I'm going to introduce you to 2 more party members.
I wasn't able to set any traps.
Hello there. I hope you've understood your lessons so far. They'll be of utmost importance when you get into the real world.
Binks and I are going to join your party and tell you about your remaining skills.
And Boo! You forgot Boo!
I forgot Boo. Binks and Boo are going to join the party and tell you about the remaining skills. Boo has many pointers on how to adventure. He is a wise hamster. Okay.
You will notice that there is a special abilities button on the bottom right of your screen. If you press this, the selected character's special skills will come up.
Different classes have different skills. Druids have the ability to shape change. Rangers can have the ability to charm animals. Paladins have the ability to lay on hand and cure disease. Bard has an extra ability, but you do not have to press the special abilities button to use it. When you have your Bard character selected, a harp icon will appear in the middle of the bottom of your screen. It activates Bard Song. It can inspire their comrades in combat using Bard Song, but they're unable to move while singing. But any other action will end the song. When you take a few moments and experiment with your abilities. Well, first of all, I want to do... What is this? The special accents? I never got to do that.
You've done a fine job so far, but there is still more to come. You'll notice that when you have a group of characters selected, there is a list of party formation buttons on the bottom of the screen.
What you got for me this time? Yeah, I'll get right on that.
He's trying.
All right then. Enough lessons. Time for the test. I'm going to allow you entry to the basement now. This is where your final test is to take place.
Located in the basement is a star sapphire. You were to retrieve the item from the treasury. The treasury is locked and warded against thieving skills, so you'll have to find a key to succeed. You're going to have to use all your skills. When you go down the stairs, you'll autosave. This happens whenever you move from one major area to the next. You can therefore restart from your game where you made your last major area transition. Alright then, door to the basement is open. Remember, if you die while you're in the basement, you can reload using your autosave slot. Another thing that I would like to do, though, is bring in... Where is this basement?
Way ahead of you, boss.
I have no idea where this fucking basement is he's talking about. We cannot use these stairs at this point in the tutorial. Is it this? Cannot leave during the tutorial. Where's the goddamn basement door, you son of a bitch? What is this stuff? Oh, there it is.
There could be traps down here. You should use my skills to find out if there are any. Remember that it takes a moment for the traps to become visible to me.
Top of my to-do list.
Life is so hollow.
Yeah? What do you want?
Summon familiar.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
One of my party dead already? I think I've used all of my spells for today.
Huh? Top of my to-do list.
Yeah, who did we lose? Oh, shit. Who did we lose? Did we lose the cleric? We immediately lost the cleric.
This way.
You absolute legend. You just beat Iono? Oh, I forgot what that is. Boot, trap, disarmed.
What you got for me this time? Top of my to-do list.
Cure light wounds. Oh shit, that worked?
For the group.
Nope. I'm sad that I already lost someone, but hey, whatever.
Yeah? What do you want? Top of my to-do list.
We'll take them all for selling.
Huh? Way ahead of you, boss.
If they died in the tutorial, they were weak. Indeed. Who do we send in there? We got somebody with a big...
For the group.
What you got for me this way ahead of you, boss?
I've done had enough of this.
Need a treasure key.
Yeah? Top of my to-do list.
Hello? Thy Valkor's mighty blade.
Fuck, eh?
I've done had enough of this.
By 'tis a fine day to die.
I've done had enough of this.
Ooh. Do sorcerers use wands? I guess I don't.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
I'm gonna take it though.
This is a wand. You should give it to Zan and have him use an identify spell to figure out what kind of wand it is. Wands can be placed in your quick item slot.
Oh.
What you got for me this way ahead of you, boss?
Oh, Zan is dead. Or was it? Zan is dead. I think that's Zan. Jaheira and Minx are together. Isn't Brenwan?
What is your command?
Can you raise people from the dead?
Evil round every corner. Careful not to step in any.
Careful not to step in an evil. Bless. Protection. I mean, we could raise them from the dead. Fucking sweet.
Thy Valkor's mighty blade.
All right, they're still useful even after death. There you go, Zan. Check the rooms for us, will you, undead Zan?
Yeah? What do you want? Way ahead of you, boss.
There's definitely a... Where's me inventory? You know what?
A fine sword. A fine shiny sword. Use it well, for it is surely enchanted. Who's got an eye for such things?
Now the question is how to move. Question is how to move the sword. from one person to another? Oh, probably by dragging. Oh, I cannot bring him back from the dead.
Huh? Top of my to-do list.
Monster summoning. Ooh, potion of extra healing.
This is a potion of extra healing.
Right click, drink, and you can place your potion in a quick item slot for it to use from there. He's barely injured. He's fine.
Hello, if Tempus wills it. By Tempus Shai Valkor's mighty blade.
By Valkor's mighty blade.
This is an unidentified suit of armor. You should give it to Zan so that he can identify it.
Zan is dead. He died immediately. He's a fool.
What you got for me this time?
How do I go back home? Oh, there.
Way ahead of you, boss.
By Odin's beard.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Good job. Your training is now complete.
You're now ready to start the adventure. Return to the menu. Good luck with Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition. Well, that was cute. The sound is so bad. That's too bad. Wait, can you motherfuckers come play with me? Oh my god, you could just do whatever you want with anybody else. Popatan's finest, Webley. Pati Simbu's Dungo. What? Yeah, I'm cool. So now, do you have to make your own party members, or will you get other party members during the game? Like, I just want to...
You got this coming!
Or use pre-generated? Yeah, I'll probably just use pre-gen dudes. It's turn-based and not real-time like this one. There's not an option between the both? I found an 8-hour-long video essay about the history and lore of every canon Mega Man game. Oh, yeah, yeah. Somebody else was talking about that the other day. They said it was pretty awesome. Inspired by your foster father's knowledge of the magical arts, you took steps to duplicate his abilities. Uninterested in a structured study of magic, you chose instead to harness raw magic and use it how you saw fit. Gorian was kind enough to give pointers here and there, but was never entirely comfortable with your reckless approach at magic. After years of practice, you now feel that you're a capable sorcerer, but could be so much more if you were to travel the realms in search of greater knowledge. You know little of how the game came, of how you came to be the ward of Gorians, but over the years you have gleaned something of your mother's tale from his vague allusions, and from the words he sometimes uttered in tear-filled sleep. She was a human from Silvery Moon, and a friend of his for many years. As you have no memory of her, nor any keepsakes to remind you of her existence, you have come to believe that she died while giving birth to you. Perhaps it was the pain of such a parting that led Gorian to cloister himself within the narrow halls of the Candlekeep and raise you as his own. Of your father, you have learned nothing. Okay. Is there a Mulgar in here? Mulgar is not a shaman though. Though I wouldn't mind having a shaman on my party. I would kind of like to make a Mulgar though. Let's make a Mulgar. I should just have you guys make your classes. Mulgar, dis you? This would take all... It would be kind of too bad if this entire stream... I only do have a couple hours. If this entire stream would be a while to do here. I don't even know if Mulgar is here anymore. And if they are, they're probably busy. Let's go ahead and make Hack Hunter. Is this you, Hack Hunter? Paladin looking boy. Always Paladin. What race are you? Oh, I don't know if we can do a Dragonborn or whatever. What race do we choose here? Half elf. All right, class. Oh goodness, all this other stuff. Fighter, ranger, cleric, druid, mage, thief, bard, sorcerer, shaman. It doesn't look like half elf can be paladin. Do you want to go back and choose a different race that can be a paladin? God damn it. I don't know what dwarf or what dwarf. I don't know what other characters can be a paladin. Is it a regular elf? Nope. Nope. I wonder if only humans are able to be paladins. Yeah. Paladin, Cavalier, Inquisitor, Undead Hunter, or Blackguard. Yeah, human only. Of course, it's only lousy humans. Yeah. Only humans are ridiculous enough to be paladins. Yeah, human paladin now, but now what's your sub thing? Oh, just paladin then, right? Now Cavalier, Inquisitor, Undead Hunter, or whatever, you just specifically want to be known as a paladin. Alignment. What is your alignment? Oh, you can paladin, lawful good only. Okay. Abilities. Oh man, you may not use lay on hands, but +3 bonus to hit and damage rolls against undead creatures. Immune to hold and level drain. Oh shit. That's actually pretty ridiculous. See why they took away lay on hands. How do you want your stats? This roll looks good. You need more constitution and less intelligence. Minimum. Holy shit, your dex can be so low. We got 30 points to spend. We definitely should not let your dex be so low though, for sure. I feel like 18 strength is the way to go. How's this look? Maybe we want to take actually a couple more and put it in the dex. Hand-eye coordination reflex. This is prime requisite of a thief. But also agility, reflexes, balance. That stuff will likely affect this character as well. I don't know why this happened. Reasonable stat spread. I agree. Like without trying to go too hard into specializing in a thing. Skills: bastard sword, long sword, short sword, axe, two-handed sword, katana, scimitar, wakizashi, ninjato, dagger, warhammer, club, spear, halberd, flail, morning star, mace, quarterstaff, crossbow, longbow, shortbow, dart, sling. It looks like you can be proficient in 4. Can we go crazy in 2? We could go 2 depending on what it is. Halberd, okay. You want to be proficient in halberd? Character can use weapon. Specialized 2 slots. The character receive a +1 to hit, +2 to damage. For warriors only have a half attack round. Halberd and spear. Oh, you like them long weapons. Those two specifically. All right, yeah. So then we'll go. We'll make you specialized in both of them. Specialize in those long boys. Does this look good? Big fan of dragoons. Ah, fuck yeah. Okay, okay. An undead hunting dragoon. You like specifically go hunt dragons. Your appearance. What color hair you want? Ooch, 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 ooch. Undead dragons fear me. Brunette. There we go. Like some dark hair. Is you in real life? Is this skin color good for you? Or would you like to be, I don't know, like fuchsia? Also your clothing. I hear you, motherfucker. They're dead. Regalia has some concern. Here. Oh, I hear you. I see what you say. They're undead dragons. They're different. They're not even dragons anymore. They're just dead. Oh boy. Never become Mongol. I feel like this is good. I feel like we're good here. What voice do you want?
Death to you all! Your life ends here. I alone belong here. Death to you all!
As it should be.
I must rest my eyes a while.
All right, cool. Dark yellow hood, perfect. Thank you so much.
Time for a bit of the rough and tumble.
Let's give them a right thrashing.
Get over here.
This.
Let's give them a right thrashing.
I feel like this is good. Oh, male 6? Okay. Legit. Parents is good.
Get over here. Right then.
Awesome. Oh, you were just laughing at it?
Let's give them a right thrashing.
I feel like that's you. Alright, Hack Hunter has been made. Alright, time to make that. You want to be a male gnome too? I'm assuming you want to be a male gnome. Well, what little picture we would choose for you? Where are the gnomes in this? This is you. Gnome. Cleric. Priest of Talos. Alignment, chaotic, neutral. Oh yeah, we gotta roll for these things. Damn. The minimums can be real low for this cleric friend. Jesus Christ. This is insane. This stats part here is going to be the hardest part. Alright, you're a male cleric. Clerics they do need some fighting, right? They're not exactly paladins, but they crush things. Just re-roll till it looks good? Okay. That looks good. Oh yeah, what weapons? Looks like you have 2 proficiency slots that you can put in. Which means that you can become proficient in a weapon straight out. Two-handed sword, single weapon, shield, sling, quarterstaff, mace. I'm feeling like either Warhammer, flail, Morningstar, or mace. Flail. Oh, can only put 1 point into the flail. I thought we would be able to pop 2 of them in there. But I guess since you're doing a magic thing, flail and mace. Makes sense to me. What spells? I'm assuming cure light wounds. Huh. This spell enables you to command another creature to die, sleep for a single round. At the end of the round, the creature awakens and is unharmed. Creatures with 6 or more hit dice or experience levels are entitled to a saving throw versus spell to ignore the command. Doom. I feel like Cure Light Wounds should be like a basic though, right? Feeling of doom overwhelming the target for the duration of the spell. The target receives a -2 penalty to all rolls, including THAC0, and saving throws. There is no saving throw for the spell. Dear God. Man said doom, give him the doom! Always curing than something else. Yeah, that's how I feel too. Like you have to have the... Like curing is what you do. That's what it is. Alright, cure light wounds and doom. Your parents, you said yellow hair. Oh, pink hair, pink skin? Hell yeah. Is this good? 2 hit armor class 0? Yes. Dark yellow major, purple minor. Is this the yellow that you're talking about? Darker pink, a fuchsia? For the hair? Whatever voice sounds the most unhinged. My skin. Like this. This man is awful. Is this skin pink? It is indeed, yes. What was the minor again? Oh gosh, I can't easily scroll over. Purple, okay. How's this looking? Perfect. Done.
As it should be. I must rest my eyes. Oh, such a waste of time that I am surely close to death.
You got this coming!
That's me.
Let's give them a right thrashing.
That's the paladin.
Get over here. Right then. That's about enough. You don't want my hands getting idle. I could use a little patching up.
Is this you? Is this you?
Spit it out. You rang. Go on then. Right, what's this then? Sorted. I'm on it.
Your life ends here.
Maybe this.
I alone belong here. I grow tired of wasting time. I am certain to die.
He doesn't sound that unhinged though.
Get over here.
Male 2, you've decided? Alright, alright. Name. Clumsors, is this what you want for your name, or do you want any other name?
Yes.
Yes, awesome. Except Clumsors has been created. Alright, who's next? Oh, Lizard also is gonna be oh, you copy. I always thought the Lizard went through the stuff. Maddie, you next? Lizard? You next? Who's next? Who else come with me? Oh no. Maddie, you wanna be a hot chick? I come. I'll go with you. Be ready to make your characters so we can make it go quick. Hot chick, please. Fuck yeah. You want to be this one? That's a hot chick. We haven't looked through all the hot chick pictures. Damn, what's up, girl? Lucy Lawless, is that you? Holy shit. These are hard to pick. What class do you need to round out? What do we got so far? I am a sorcerer, and we have a paladin, and we have a cleric. We could make you a hot goblin chick thief. Yeah, I was about to say rogue. Yeah, we don't have one of those, so yeah, you could do rogue. You want this picture? Because I feel like this is pretty legit with your goblin girl obsession, right? That's kind of more orc girl. Do we have anything else? Cheesy cutie. Yeah, let's do this one. God damn it. I do that every time. Race. We need to be a race. Half orc, gnome, halfling, dwarf, half elf. Can we make a thief? We can make a thief half orc. Alignment restricted to any except lawful good. Half elf, maybe? Half elf can be thief. Thief, assassin, bounty hunter, swashbuckler, or shadow dancer. Ah, jeez. Want to get that ass. Alignment. Neutral, good, chaotic, good, lawful, neutral, true, neutral, chaotic, neutral, lawful, evil, neutral, evil, chaotic, evil. Chaotic, true, neutral, fuck yeah. Nice. Abilities. Dex is the most important one. Let's try and get something with a total roll of like 82 at least. Actually, let's just stare at Dex. That is too much in wisdom and intelligence. And we could put a little bit back if necessary. How more would you like these spread out? This looks kind of a little too even. Doesn't matter, go ham. Just Dex for days, yeah. We maxed out Dex just to be sure. Make you strong and thiefly. Well, let's put one more into the charisma. That looks good. All right, what weapons are we using here? Two-handed weapon style, sword and shield, single type 2, sling, dart, shotboard, crossbow, quarterstaff, club, dagger, scimitar, wakizashi, ninjato, katana, short sword, long sword. Weeb swords, so katana. We do have 2, and it looks like you can't. So all weeb swords right here. Katana, Scimitar, Wakizashi, and Ninjato. Is this good, or do you want to... Actually, yeah, we could do both. Oh, and medium swords? Or those are medium swords. I guess these 2 will do the trick. Oh, we gotta put shits in scales. Weeb Goblin. Detect illusion. Move silently. Find traps. Open locks. Jeez. I feel like we need lots more in find traps. You think they're harder to find? What's up, Ark? I feel like this is a pretty good spread. Your weapon proficiencies are not put into one weapon. Yeah. I guess that's why it's really good that, you know, these 3. All the weeb swords. I feel like we've done what we can. Oh, appearance. Oh, I forgot we made her hot half elf. What colors are we looking at here? Hair, skin, major, minor for the clothing. Drop katana, go dagger, maybe. There we go. Green skin, duh. Oh shit, that's the hair. What color hair? Whatever, cool. We'll do this bright pink to highlight your bright green skin. And your clothing? Pretty much same. This looks good, right? I like the darkness. This kind of dark and gray thing here. Unless there's anything ridiculous. It's fine? Alright. Now we gotta find you a voice. What is default voice?
To battle! This is where I should be.
All will die. None other than me should be in this place. Your life shall be mine. I deserve to be leader. We should rest now. This is so utterly boring. Death will come swiftly for you.
Old woman voice.
Go, go, go! Everybody listen to me now.
That was a full day's work.
Now you're going to be sorry! I've always been leadership material. Sleepy time can't come soon enough. Are we loitering now? Are we...
Who's in for it now? It's about time you recognise my superior qualities.
I think this is the carry. I think this is it.
A little nap about now wouldn't hurt none. Is there nothing else we should be doing? Oh, that's smarted.
Name. Maddie Bear. Is that good, or do you want another name? Awesome, another one in the books. We got 2 more party slots. Me. Alright, Gangrel. What gender? I am creating a whole party for this. This is my first time ever playing, so like whatever. And it's actually a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun putting you guys in here. I think the last slot's gonna be reserved for Mulgar though. I need Mulgar with me on this. All right, man. What picture we got? What kind of class are we looking for here? So I've seen this as somebody else's display picture, and now I understand. We can't do that one because it's already somebody else. Here we go. You'll be this one. Must meet you for squishy losers. All right, what race? Gnome. We have 2 gnome brothers. Class. Fighter, cleric, illusionist, thief. Fighter, illusionist, fighter, cleric, fighter, thief, illusionist, thief, cleric, illusionist, cleric, thief. Kind of annoying that some of the portraits are used by characters in the game. Yeah, I agree. Illusionist, interesting. Wizard Stabs to be the master of magical energy, shaping them and casting them as spells. To do so, he studies strange tongues, obscure effects. Wizards rarely seen adventuring without. Okay, it's the same old thing. Whatever. Let's do it. Alignment. Neutral good. Interesting. Abilities. We picked an illusionist. So I'm assuming intelligence probably is going to be something more that we want to work with. $84 points. Probably should take more away from this. What is charisma's? Charisma's max is 18. And just cast friends? Yeah. But we'll figure it out. I'm not trying to do any meta right here. Since it's my first play through it, I want it to be like as clean and blind as possible, really. So we're just making the characters that we can make, and then we'll just figure it out from there on out. We'll let the world be a surprise. Yeah, this is relatively bad. I feel like this is looking pretty good as well. Is there anything that you feel like you would like to change on this? Kind of to give pro tips. Awesome. Thank you very much. I think this is looking good. Yep. Same. You only get one. I'm assuming maybe a quarter set. What weapon you want? Not making a dragon, no. Sling. Nice. A sling wielding dwarf. Oh yeah, and you were an illusionist. What spells are we gonna start with? What does reflected image even do? On casting spell, wizard creates an image of himself. Oh yeah. Will perform all of the action the wizard. Oh my god, that seems amazing. I feel like illusionist requires that. I'll let you choose though. What spells would you like to start with? Apparently you get 3 of them, and that reflect image is looking pretty good. Armor, blindness, burning hands, charm person, chromatic orb, color spray, find familiar, friends, grease. The fuck does grease do? The grease covers the surface with a slippery layer of fatty, greasy nature. Any creature caught in the area must have a save versus spell. Oh, ill. Fucking disgusting. Identify, which would be useful. Armor, reflected image, and charm person. All right. Reflected image. Charm person. And armor. Oh yeah, and I guess whatever level's going in here. How do you want this spread? Spells remaining 2. Oh yeah, I guess this is to memorize mage spells. I guess you can only have 2 memorized at any point. You may memorize 2 spells from the above lift, which will have memorized at the beginning of the game. Okay, so it's just which spells do you want started in you? I mean, I guess in the end, that's kind of where I where I come into play, right? I want 3 charges of reflect. Oh, okay, so you can do that actually. Reflected in armor. Yeah, that's also what I was thinking. Appearance. How do you want your little guy to look? I kind of wish there was just a random thing on this as well. Yellow. Everything just a yellow. That's not yellow. Where's the yellow? That looks yellow. Is that the closest we get to an actual yellow? I feel like this yellow is broken. That's pretty yellow. How's this? That is a very yellow fella there. That does not look very, he looks rather sickly. We need to get you a voice.
Get over here.
Let's give them a right thrash.
Time for a bit of the rough and tumble.
Your life ends here.
I think I'm gonna give you this one. Oh, you want 3? Okay.
Time for a bit of the rough and tumble.
Legit. Name. Gangrel. All right. Let me message Mulgar very quick. I'm the piss illusionist. We're gonna try and make a Mulgar. You can only be a half orc. Why are there no full orc? Well, okay, I get why. I would say Mulgar would be a fighter thief.
Welcome.
What's up, Classic and Current? Oh, what's up, Mulgar? What's going on here? I want you to make a character. So unfortunately, you can only be a half orc. Thanks for that raid, Classic. How you doing? Your character is the last character to be made. And unfortunately, there's only half orc. Yeah, I know you can't be an orc. You have to settle for a half orc. Unless you want to be like a halfling or something. I don't think you want to do that, do you? We could make you an elf. Okay, half orc. All right. What class? Other half orc too. Yeah, exactly. I am half orc. Other half is also orc. What do we have so far? We have I'm a sorcerer. We have a cleric, a illusionist, a thief, a paladin. So yeah, that's what we have. Mulgar is stinking. Mulgar be fighter. Class kid, fighter, berserker, wizard, slayer. Oh boy. Kensai. Sword saint. Or barbarian. Berserker, I had a feeling we'd choose that one. Your alignment. Weeb orc. Got it, good. Yes. I think I also chose that. Now we gotta get to your stats. Let's roll until we have a high total. 84 is good. I think 85 is max. Hmm. This is orc here. You assign stats as you see fit. Yeah. I feel like this is pretty good. Oh, it can go over 90. I have never even gotten close to 90. I think this looks good. What do you think does this look good for your fighter boy? It would not be fun to roll that much for 6 characters. Yeah, I suppose. To do all the crazy rerolls. Yeah, it looks great. I feel like this looks pretty good too for what we're looking for here. Skills, bastard sword, long sword, short sword, two-handed sword, I'm assuming is probably what we're gonna go for. You have 4 proficiency slots. Malgar is power. Weeb orc power. Warhammer, club spear, halberd. Flail, Morningstar, mace, quarterstaff. Jesus, just pick a weapon and they can do all of them. Two-handed sword is in fact what Mulgar uses. It looks like you can specialize in one other thing. I've made you at least proficient. Or specialized. Receive a +1 to hit, +2 to damage. And for warriors only, an extra half round, whatever, I would do that. You want maybe Warhammer for crushing? Warhammer sound good. Okay. Appearance. Is that I don't. We need very green skin. Kind of hair we give Mulgar. The hair will always have red highlights. Give Mulgar bright fuchsia hair. Green hair. Green enough. More green. More green. Dark hair, purple clothes. Okay. There we go. How's this look? Mulgar smash. Man, how did that wizard die so fast? There was a wizard that we had in the tutorial, and he just got fucking destroyed. Beautiful like Mulgar. That's a weak-ass purple? Are you sure? It's not like a light, like, you know, it's like a dark... I don't know. I feel like it's an orc purple. We got this purple. I guess we'll do this purple.
Get over here.
Did we give anybody else this voice?
Take them down!
Ah! Oh, I'm in front now? Great.
Let's give them a right thrashing.
Get over here. Right then, I'm in charge. That's about enough. For one day.
Pick something angry. I feel like that's the angriest. I'm pretty sure that we used it once already, but...
You don't want my hands getting idle.
I feel like...
I could use a little patching up.
A female 3.
death will come swiftly for you.
There we go.
There are none
The
more
old wood lady.
capable for this position.
That's an angry old lady right there.
Must we stand about? I have much to do.
Get over here.
All right, we'll do this. Name. Mulgar. Done. Accept. All right, here's our team. We've done it. We have Amano Kage, the sorcerer, dat me. Maddie Bear, the hot goblin. Well, maybe she thinks she's a goblin. She's a half elf, I believe. Thief. I forgot what I made you. Hack Hunter, the paladin. Gangrel, the illusionist. They certainly are a group of people. Clumsors, the gnome. Oh my goodness, I forgot what class. Cleric. And Mulgar, the half orc fighter, with the other half also orc. And I think we're just gonna do normal. I almost want to do easy, kind of just so we can get through this. Maybe we oughta. Party gains all the benefit of easy difficulty, and they cannot die in combat. I don't like if they can't die in combat. Let's see. Party members cannot permanently die. Hit points are maximized. Spells can be copied into spell goods without failure. Without failure. Oh, I see. It's just, you know, when it goes to easier, we have much more luck and damage reduced and stuff like that. I almost want to do story mode just so we can get through it. We want to get to Baldur's Gate 2. Do you know if we can change in the middle of the thing? Normal can be fine. There might be some real challenges at times. Can I change it to story mode at some point later if I just want to really start getting through the game arc? Because I know that Legacy of Baal says that it cannot be changed later, and I feel like they specify that because you know, you can't fuck around with that one. That's like a mega survival mode. I'm so happy that someone put in that Mo emote. That Mo emote is so good. Difficulty can be changed in the middle. Perfect.
Nestled atop the cliffs that rise from the Sword Coast, the citadel of Candlekeep houses the finest and most comprehensive collection of writings on the face of Farron. It is an imposing fortress, kept in strict isolation from the intrigues that occasionally plague the rest of the Forgotten Realms. It is secluded, highly regimented, and it is home. Within these hallowed halls of knowledge, your story begins. You have spent most of your 20 years of life within this keep's austere walls, under the tutelage of the sage Gorion. Acting as your father, he has raised you on 1,000 tales of heroes and monsters, lovers and infidels, battles and tragedies. However, one story was always left untold, that of your true heritage.
Ooh.
You have been told that you are an orphan, but your past is largely unknown. Lately, Gorion has been growing distant from you, as if some grave matter weighs heavily on his heart. You have asked about his concerns as gently as possible, but your queries have been in vain. Your sole comfort is the knowledge that he is a wise man, and you know he will tell you when the time is right. Nonetheless,
I can put it on YouTube.
Silence is troubling, and you cannot help but feel that something is terribly wrong.
And I should be able to post the VOD.
Orion has appeared more agitated than ever, and now he has uncharacteristically interrupted your chores in the middle of the day, imparting hurried instructions for you to equip yourself for travel. He has handed you what gold he can spare, but given no clue as to why. Nevertheless, you now stand before the Candlekeep Inn, ready to purchase what you need for an unplanned and unexpected journey.
Have a good day, Mulgar. Find Gorion. My foster father has informed me that we must immediately leave Candlekeep and set on a journey. J is for journey. He's giving me some gold and I must purchase supplies for the road, including weapons and armor. Okay.
Yeah? What do you want?
Here's all of us homies here.
Top of my to-do list.
Yeah, it is. What up, TK? You guys can do it. I believe in you. Okay, okay, okay. Calm down.
Huh? Top of my to-do list.
There we go.
What you got? Top of my to-do list.
As a 13-year-old? Nice.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
So what, like 5 years ago? After about 100 save attempts? Hell yeah.
Hello, child. Shall we continue your lessons?
Renting a room. Listen to rumors. Need to drink with them. Choose a beverage of your choice from the list. Select buy and listen. Not everyone will say something worth hearing, but occasionally you might hear some tidbit that will turn out to be a quest you can complete. I'm 31. Yeah, okay. Okay, young man. I'm just playing.
Yeah? What do you want? Top of my to-do list.
It's hard to find decent folk nowadays.
Oh. That's it. Actually, yeah. Ah, yes, this is Firebead Elvenhair. I'm back within the hallowed halls of Candlekeep. With this iron crisis upon us, the trip of Borgost was more hazardous than I care to relate. You're Gorian's ward, aren't you? My, you've come into your own. If you would permit this old man jealous of youth, I would to say so. I left an identify scroll with Ethtoril in the inner grounds. You should be done examining it by now, so if you could fetch it for me, I'd be grateful. Okay. Inner grounds.
Hello, child. Shall we continue your lessons?
No time to chit-chat.
You'll need a good fire to warm the chill stares of those monks. Most inhospitable they are. Isn't that so lovely? Oh yes, darling, they are most standoffish. Bootstraps, bootstraps. For the person who conceived the idea of bootstrap paradox had to have been staring at a paradox. Huh. Would not let it concern you, my lady. Perhaps you are not used to wealth such as yours. You're quite wealthy, are you not? Bring a lot of expensive jewelry with you? Nice. Perhaps they've not been as welcoming as they could have, but you are strangers in their home. I like that one. Perhaps, but if they wish no one to enter the simple matter of not letting anyone enter at all. It would certainly be a shame if they did, though. Such a storehouse of knowledge is limited use if no one can use the stored knowledge. Ah well, 'tis cozy enough here by the fire to wash away troubles I otherwise would have the place. Would this be stealing? Maybe it would be stealing.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Sleeping man. Dude, I feel like I have to make a save right now. Hi, what are you doing? Hi. I don't want to steal no gold. Sleeping dwarf. Why wouldn't anyone talk to me? Bootstraps, bootstraps. Oh, hello, nobleman.
Don't touch me. I might catch something.
Yes, might I help you? My apologies. I've been knee-deep in the tomes of the keep all day. I'm quite the fog as a result. Yes, indeed. You might help me to your valuables. I was wondering who else was sharing the inn with me tonight. Who might you be? I might very well be anyone, but I am Christian of Waterdeep. Likely you would not know my family name or history, and this suits me well and good. These trips to Candlekeep are a bit of an extravagance on my part, and while I neither use illicit substances nor consort with hired company, I spend quite enough here that I should not like it common knowledge. To this end, I should appreciate it if you would forego your odd little attempted introductions and leave me to my thoughts.
Away with you, beggar.
What? Certainly hope there's an explanation for this intrusion. Explain yourself. Got the room numbers mixed. Dreadfully sorry. Simple mistake, no cause for excitement, so watch your words or I'll be forced to feed them to you. Explain myself. You are some pompous noble and I'm here to take your belongings. Straightforward enough? Oh, goodness. Just getting to know the neighbors. Who might you be? My name is Quincy. Beyond that is my own business and none of your concern. Leave, lest I report the intrusion to the guard. I'm glad that that's a thing, right?
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
The hell am I looking to buy or whatever?
My hotel's as clean as an elven arse.
As clean as an elven arse. Come to visit your old pal Winthrop, have ye? Well, don't forget the 10,000 gold piece book entrance fee as per Candlekeep custom, don't you know? That's outrageous. What kind of fool do you take me for? Stuff your id, stuff your company. I fear to not have the entry fee. You always wear a big kidder, Winthrop. That gets funnier nearly every time I hear it. Well, perhaps not quite so often. Just giving you a bit of fun with you, my friend. Them monks may be walking about with poles in their nethers, but you know, you're always welcome here in my sight. Orion did well by you, he did. So, is there anything I can do for you? Some drinks, a room to sleep, or anything to buy? Sure, what do you have? Peasant, merchant, royal rooms, whatever costs, whatever. Is $4.90 what I have? Oh, we can get a battle axe. Now, is this showing everything that any of my characters can use? Probably not. Shit, man. Look, there's a katana right here. I feel like they would start the beginning with anything like that, right? Oh, okay, it's per each individual. Been really weird these past few months. Iron's been going bad, falling apart almost as if it were rusting for no particular reason. From what I hear, most of this bad iron comes from the mines in Nashkel. Can't trust those Amnian miners. Probably some scheme they've come up with. Interesting. I think the red ones you selected the character can't use. Yeah. But now the real question is... Oh, cool. I just learned about the Iron Crisis. Goes into the journal. Yeah, the real question is on C78 is who has what? Hack Hunter only got a stick? A quarterstaff? I don't even think he's spec'd into that. Everybody just gets fucking quarterstaffs. But my dude gets darts. So I guess pretty much that's what has to do with the money here, is that we're coming here to equip ourselves. Quick items. Magic versions are a bit of a different story. So, but that's good though.
My hotel's as clean as an elven arse.
We can get you a halberd. And a spear. Do weapons break in this game? Probably want to work on some stuff more for iron. Or, let's see, I got 480 gold. They do, yeah. So then maybe kind of for some of them we ought to get one and the other. We'll get our homie a halberd. Plumzors, what did we make you proficient in? Was it a sling? Ah, maces and morning stars and stuff. Flail. Should be able to use the wakazishi or whatever. There you go. Steel! Oh, we can't do that though. We can't do that. Not here, not here, not here. Maces and flails, yeah. And we'll get you a dagger as well, just in case. Ooh, they got fancier darts. Shit, what did we make? What did we make the illusionist proficient in? Sling. And orc need big two-handed sword. I think sword and hammer we went with. Bastard sword's probably the one. Nah, that needs bastard sword. Here it is. Two-handed sword. Whoops. That's cool. You can highlight all the things. You know what? We ought to get you a mace as well, just in case, right? Actually, maybe we should probably save some money for some stuff. Ah, it's only 11. Whatever. And maybe I'll get myself some more darts. Man, darts are cheap. Well, I guess I would use fuck tons of them. Oh my. And I'm getting these darts for free because I'm friends with this guy. He's just going to give me as many darts as I want? Holy shit. Oh, that's right. Can't wear no armor. No armor for him as well. Not any that we could afford anyway. Two-handed sword, so no shield. I feel like we're done.
Huh?
have so many darts. Okay, it's gonna be worth it. Oh. Thanks. Welcome home, dudes. All right. All right.
Drop it.
Hey. Oh, yeah. Thank you very much. As you can see, we're starting our first playthrough of Baldur's Gate.
Sounds as clean as an elven arse.
Trouble in Nashkel. In the inner grounds. I swear, without me to run his endless errands, this keep would crumble into the very dust from which it sprang. Do I need fire?
What you got for me this time? Way ahead of you, boss.
Hello, child. Shall we continue your lessons?
Or touchpad? Oh, geez. Cool, we can scroll, we can zoom in.
Hello there.
Have you seen my copy of the History Halra anywhere? You know, we stand a constant shuffling of arthritic feet up at the library, so I thought I'd get a bit of fresh air just east of here, and oh, I hate being so absent-minded. Please find it. I really do need it back. Talk to the cow. What's up, cow?
Hello, child. Shall we continue your lessons?
Yellow is a character out of control. Purple is inaccessible.
Hello, child. Shall we continue your lessons? Hello, child. Shall we continue your lessons?
What's it mean if the door is purple?
Hello?
Oh, goody goody. I've gone and found you first. You're the Ward of Gorion, no doubt. I don't recognize you. Who are you and what are you doing here? Who I am is unimportant, but who you are is very much so. I apologize for this dirty bit of business, but I must seek your death. Pity, I know, but it would seem your head is worth an exceptional amount to me. I kill you myself, and I need not share credit with anyone.
Let's give them a right thrashing!
Yeah, there's 6 of us, fool.
Way ahead of you, boss.
Shit, free stuff. Free stuff that I can sell. Locked, eh?
Haven't you got nothing better to do? Right, it's on me, is it?
There a quick key F5 is Steven. Good job. He's got a dagger. Nice.
Yeah? What do you want? Way ahead of you, boss.
I'd like to take a moment and thank you for the awesome times. This last week has been very intense at work, and having your streams occasionally keep me up. Be my sanity checks have been very helpful. The pleasure is all mine. I'm glad that I can be this. That I can be this for you. Oh, Warhammer. Algar like Warhammer. The pleasure is all mine. I hope that things have gotten a little bit better. I miss DJ Sleep streams already. All of you should watch yourselves carefully. There have been some strange men asking about you, Amino.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Here's your book. I did a quest. My only regret was not having the safe sleep cycle. I'm so sorry.
Hello there.
Oh, my book. You remind me of Goran when you grin like that. Raising you has been hard on him, I know, but he says it's a toil of love, a toil of destiny even. You must be a very special child indeed to draw such praise from a man of his silent nature. Here, take this little gem of mine. Maybe Winthrop will give you a little something for it.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
My hotel's as clean as an elven arse.
It definitely was a hell of a ride, eh?
What do you need?
Nice day, ain't it? Too bad Nessa here ain't enjoying it, though. Her being sick and all. I need to get her one of them potions of antidote of Hull. He stayed up drinking last night and got hauled out of bed to man the gates early this morning, so I bet he's got a few of them lying around somewheres. Nessa the cow feeling a bit under the weather. Asked me to get a potion of antidote from Hull. Who is Hull? Temple of Ogma.
Hello, child. Shall we continue your lessons?
Payment for information. Clergy members are often aware of local goings-on. Especially large donations are typically recognized by temple staff. They may speak of your good deeds to anyone visiting, improving your reputation. Why don't they offer healing services for free? Adventurers sometimes forget that spells are not easily cast. Every raising of the dead costs valuable resources. Successful life of adventuring will supply you with ample gold to pay for whatever healing services you need. And when you need them, a temple will gladly offer the services for a nominal fee.
These walls contain the world's knowledge.
Been really weird these past few months. Iron's been going bad, falling apart almost as if it were rusting. Okay, so that's literally the same thing. I will take... Oh god, I'm doing those donations over and over. Whoops. Oh well, we'll deal with it. There will be more gold in the future.
Hey!
See, you're up early. Well, your father, Gorion, has been asking me a strange favor. Seems like he wants you to learn some fighting and asked me to be a teacher, so I hope you brought your staff with you. Hostile creatures have red circles around their feet. Left-clicking on them. You can switch weapons using quick weapon icons. Weapon outline in green is your current weapon. Daddy with my day 15. I had day 15. It no longer is. At least it shouldn't show that now. I don't remember what the title looked like, but yeah, I did do a day 15 for the most part. Quick weapon icons. Attack with fists only. Empty quick spot. You only wish to knock off your opponent's unconscious. You don't have to worry about it with me, so use your staff. If you have magical abilities, try casting a spell at me by left-clicking on the spell icon. At the bottom of the screen, left-click the spells. Come at me with whatever you want to target. Hope you have some offensive spell memorized. During our fight, I'm going to spring a little surprise on you. Remember, you can press the space bar at any time to pause the game. This will give you time to think, especially once my little surprise comes up. Are you ready now? Good.
Huh?
How may I be of assistance?
What would you have me do?
Wait, why do you have Lightning Bolt and Storm Shield? You're supposed to have Doom in the other thing.
I'm not bothered.
Yes. Of course, yeah.
Spit it out.
Your wish?
What is it this time?
Thanks, Smarted.
You did good, especially after Eric started firing those arrows at you. Ooh. That's smarted. Who got hit? Oh god, Maddie almost got fucking murdered. I'm sure your father would be proud. You should go talk to the gate warden if you want some experience in fighting with a group of people. You can find him just south of here. Out there, it can be pretty important to know how to fight with allies at your side.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
What you got for me? The top of my to-do list.
Top of my to-do list.
By Moradin's hammer!
I thought you asked to clean the rats out of this building yesterday already. Hop to it. Get in there. Okay. Actually, now that I think about it, we need to heal Maddie. Get moving, you fucking clumsies. Not just clumsors.
Hurry up!
Oh, there they are. Was I picking the wrong person? I was picking Gangrel, probably. Clumsor's all better now.
Yeah? What do you want? Yeah, I'll get right on that. Huh? What you got for me this time? Yeah, I'll get right on.
You got this coming! Your life ends here.
This music is so fucking hardcore for whatever's happening right now. I'm like, main character loot.
What do you want? I'll get it in a minute, Gov.
Flies flying around some of these barrels.
Yeah? What do you want? Yeah, I'll get right on that. Yeah, I'll get right on that.
By Moradin's hammer!
Glorious battling like the world has ever seen. Here's 5 gold pieces. Don't spend it all in one place. Who was it that dude said? There's 2 things. I need to go to the inner place. Sweet. There's Hull. Woke up late and left my sword in the barracks before going to duty. Going to get it for me. It's in the chest at the foot of my bed on the right side of the barracks. Quick now before the gate warden catches me without it. You'll also find an antidote there. Think Dreppen needs one for Nessa. In the barracks, huh?
Our rules are very strict.
Hello there. Thought I should tell you that Gorian's been looking to talk to Amino and all his friends. You should go talk to Gorian as soon as possible. Yeah, busy.
Hello, child. Shall we continue your lessons?
You can defend a character or area by selecting guard button. And choose the spot you want to defend. Character attacks any creature that approaches a specified area. It attacks protected character. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Top of my to-do list. Way ahead of you, boss.
Oh, wait. Where's the run button? Took your sweet time, didn't you? Corian's a fool for trying to bring you up right and tell you, and you could tell him I said so too. If I didn't know any better, I'd say this whole iron crisis is a result of twerps like you wandering off with people's swords. Here's 10 gold pieces. Now get out of here. I'm on duty. Hull's a dick. Hell yeah, quick save.
What do you need?
You're a wonder, you are. Stick with me and you'll go far. Well, okay, stick with me and we'd probably never leave the walls of Candlekeep, would we? Oh, good thing you ain't wearing none of that metal armor, though. As I hear, the bandits out here would just as soon kill you as, look at you to get it off your back. I just hope the whole Iron Crisis business is wrapped up soon. We saved a cow. Right, now we need to learn about the inner wall. Cool. Okay, you do actually see where your dudes are moving around like that. This is cute. I don't like that it turns off all the sound.
I should have joined the army. I should have joined the army.
I was in one of the great spires of the keep last night. I saw the strangest sight. The horizon was aglow for a time, as though many men carried torches in the distance. Usually there are only merchants on that path, though. Never at night. Bandits, perhaps? So many? Scary. Now, they did say the inner area. Here, let's walk around in here. He said that somebody with a scroll of identify in the inner court.
Hey, it's me, Imoen.
My childhood friend. I'm surprised that stuffy old Gorian let you away from your studies and chores. That old fiddle-faddle. I snuck off too. Old Puffguts Winthrop was looking for me, but I've got all day to do this, to do his chores. You have time for a story today? No? I can tell you don't. What have you been up to? Afraid I cannot chat today, little one. My foster father wishes me to prepare for a journey, but will not say to where. I'm sorry, child, but I am not to tell anyone what I'm doing. I must go. You should not tarry about either. Winthrop will want beds turned down after you're done with the stables. Leave me be. We'll do one. Little one? I'm not much younger than you, though. You sure got tall fast. Relatively, anyway. A journey, eh? I never get to travel. Wish I could go with you. Yep, I really wish I could. Yes, sir, I really do. And there's no way you can come. Gorian would never allow it. Oh, I know. Old stick in the mud that he is, all worried about nothing. I'm sure, but better go now, because you've got a long ways to travel. Not that I would know. Especially since I didn't peek at old Mr. G's private letters. No, sir. Better go now. Bye. That's cute. Now, when they said inner courts, did they mean this area, or what?
Hello, child. Shall we continue your lessons?
To hit armor class 0 is the number your attack roll must meet or exceed to successfully hit the creature. When the armor class 0, the lower your attack roll is, the more likely you are to hit the target.
When shadows descend upon the land, our divine Lord will walk alongside us as equals. The great lizards of the north saith the shall great descend with fire and flame. Worms shall wander the earth. So saith the great
And such a pestilence will follow in his wake that all that know of his passing.
But in his doom he shall spawn a score of mortal progeny. Chaos will be sown from their passage. So saith the wise Alondo.
So saith the great Alondo.
In the year of the turrets, a great host will come from the east like a plague of locusts. So saith the wise Alondo.
So saith the wise Alondo.
Greetings, young one.
Whoa. Tithtoril, Firebeard has sent you to me, hasn't he? Very well, return this scroll to him, but you must hurry and speak with Gorion. He's waiting for you on the steps of the Central Library. I assure you, child, it is a matter of greatest urgency. Okay. So saith the great Alondo.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
It's hard to find decent folk nowadays.
Glad to see that age has not hardened your heart towards an old man such as myself. I'll take all of your identify scrolls. I have great use for those types of scrolls. Here, allow me to cast a little spell on you. It'll protect you from any evil you might meet tonight. Dear God, that must be terrifying for everybody. Dude, and that glow that I have, so good. Could you imagine walking around like that?
Top of my to-do list.
We're racing.
Oh, my child, I am glad I have found you.
This is very unnerving, I know, but you must trust me. It is very important that you pack your possessions so that we may leave Candlekeep immediately. Hurry, for there is no time to tarry. The keep is well protected, but not invulnerable. Wait a little longer, there are a few things I must do. Please, Father, tell me where we are going. Who could possibly harm us here? This place is a fortress, and guarded beyond measure. Or what should I bring with me on this journey? You have some clues what I need? Yeah, this. Candlekeep is indeed a formidable obstacle for ne'er-do-wells, but it is not insurmountable. No matter how thick the mesh, at least one mosquito always finds its way through. No, my child, we must leave as soon as possible for our safety and for that of our friends here. Please tell me where we're going. Alas, I cannot, for I have not truly decided yet. All that is certain is that we will be far safer on the move. Perhaps the woods might offer some secluded security, or perhaps the city of Baldur's Gate would offer cover amidst the teeming throngs of people. I do not know where we shall end up, but I have a few friends here and there. I will think on this. All right, I'm ready to go now. Wait a little longer for me to do a quick save and then say yes.
Be patient, child.
Let's go.
Listen carefully. If we ever become separated, it is imperative that you make your way to the Friendly Arm Inn. There you will meet Khalid and Jaheira. They have long been my friends, and you can trust them. Let's hurry, child. The night can only get worse, so we must find shelter soon. Don't worry. I will explain everything as soon as there is time. Wait, there is something wrong. We are in an ambush. Prepare yourself.
Oh, there's some big boys.
You're perceptive for an old man. You know why I'm here. Hand over your ward and no one will be hurt. If you resist, it shall be a waste of your life.
You're a fool if you believe I would trust your benevolence. Step aside and you and your lackeys will be unhurt.
Ooh.
I'm sorry that you feel that way, old man.
Get out of here! This is my
Damn, she got some giant titties. They were like, we need to make sure that her titties are so good that we can see them from far away.
Dawn is especially cruel this morning. You awake with the realization that you have not been living some horrible dream. Ambushed, you saw Gorion cut down before your eyes, and even his powerful magic could not stop the onslaught. It was his wish that you flee, but that does not remove the feeling of helplessness that now overwhelms you. Hand over your ward, the armored fiend had said. He was after you and you alone, but why? If only Gorion had given some clue. But now you are alone and lost. Candlekeep is near, but you will find no quarter there. The readers pay for their serenity with rather draconian entry rules, and without Gorion's influence, their doors will remain closed. You will not last long on your own with your meager equipment. Perhaps you can get some help from the friends Gorion mentioned, the ones at the Friendly Arm.
Hey, it's me, Imoen.
Does she say that every time? Sorry I followed you, but I never get out of Candlekeep, and those monks sure are a bore. Never any decent coin in their pockets, neither. I saw Gorion, and I am so sorry. Kinda figured something bad might happen out there. How could you have known? Gorion didn't even tell me. I do not want you looking at my shoulder as I travel. Take your nosy little self back to the keep before Winthrop sees your gun. Accidentally read a letter on his desk the other day. Can't remember exactly what it said, but he might still have. It might be on his body. Anyway, I'm gonna let you wander around out here all alone. Never let a friend down, no sir. Stick with you until you say otherwise, I will. See, if I remove a party member, then are they like gone, or are they just somebody who like be around? See, this was one of the reasons why I kind of wanted to just go in solo. I can't remove anybody. And also, when it says remove, will they just be like available later? Can I just go get them later or whatever? Or does it permanently delete one of the characters that I have with me? The player made one stay where you left them.
You're a queer fellow.
Just like that? But we're friends and everything. Been friends for years. I guess I'll wait till you need me again, because you will. Just you wait and see.
Top of my to-do list.
Or go somewhere specific. That's upsetting. Maybe she'll wait there. Fawcett. Busy day for me today indeed. Strange noises throughout the night, and now a plethora of people strolling about in the wood. You look a touch more hospitable than the last two I met, though. Well met, stranger. I am called Clossed. Stand away from me. I have very little trust left after last night's events, and I'll not waste any... My foster father and I were attacked last eve, and now I'm not sure where to go. I require whatever you can give. I was told to meet some friends at the Friendly I'm in, perhaps. Here, let's just do this one. We don't want to give away where we're going. We don't trust this guy. Carnage to the north must be the aftermath of your little skirmish, then. I'm most assuredly sorry about your predicament, though. There'd be little I can do for you. I have nothing of serviceable value to impart except common sense in a few directions. Always east of here, a ways east of here, you should find the crossroads. North of there is a Friendly Iron Inn. The south town of Borgost both can offer you shelter, though rates at the Friendly Inn are likely better. It is a friendlier atmosphere and for a young adventurer as well. Staying close to the roads will make your journey safer, but that will depend on where you're heading as well. I cannot accompany you, though there will where a pair of travelers not far up the road. They might offer assistance, but I would be wary of the cost. Didn't look like them myself. I didn't like the look of myself. Thank you, good travels. Fairly well. And he disappeared. So is that funny? Is she literally just gonna stand here too?
What you want?
Is there gonna be some big ass bears somewhere around here? We're uncovering the fog of war.
Let's give them a right threat. Your life ends here.
Holy shit. We blew him to fucking bits. Candlekeep Coastway.
You already be disturbed. Now leave me be. Your company be toil enough as is.
My companion is something to say to you.
Mantalan, you are so aggravating. Tis disturbing to my demeanor.
Why couldn't we have given this voice? He even has the picture that I gave to Clumsy. Why couldn't we have given him this voice? Surely you must not be none too bright to be traveling these roads. And you look a big scuff too. Fine pair of troubles all of your own. Indeed, I can offer you healing potions if you wish. Token of goodwill. I'd be grateful for your assistance. Not interfere from these simple potions, and I've not even to hold you to debt. Though your conscience knows otherwise. Party has gained an item, Potion of Healing. And just like all good people, perhaps as payment, you could go with us to Nashko. It is a troubled area, and we mean to investigate some disturbing rumors surrounding the local mines. Some acquaintances are very concerned about the iron shortage, specifically where we lay blame in the matter. You would be useful, though. I'll hold you to it. We are to meet the mayor of the town, a man named Baron Gaskill, I believe. I would join with you, but I must meet someone first. Perhaps you will go with me. You've precious little time, but the best travel accompanied. We'll go with you for the time being. Oh man, you see, I hate this. I should have just not made characters. I knew that I probably should have just not made characters.
Something troubling you?
We shared so many good times. Truly sad indeed.
You spoke at me?
Would likely put a dagger in you eventually, but for now you've been inadequately useful. I can go with them later. Or I could go with them now, I guess. Binko's. Sorry, chum, but I can't stop the chat. There's been another caravan raided northeast of Burgos, and must report these dire straits to the Grand Dukes. Messenger's work is never done. Okay, bye. Why is your friendly Armin unreachable? I suppose I have to go here first? Or am I already here?
Oh, there, wanderer. Stay thy course a moment to indulge an old man.
An actual wizard. Oh, there, wanderer, stay that course and indulge old man. It's been nigh unto a 10 days since I've seen a soul walking this road, and I've not been without decent conversation since. Or I've been without it. Traveling nowadays appears to be the domain of either the desperate or the deranged. Thou wouldst pardon my intrusion. May I inquire what pertains to thee? Not to imply anything, but how do you measure up to your own standards? Pestering strangers about the mental state that doesn't seem to be well adjusted. A fair bit desperate, actually. But you know the way to the friendly Armin. I was told I might find some friends there. That I would. The inn is but a short distance to the north. and its doors are open to all. I have no doubt that thy friends shall be there, waiting with open arms. My sympathies for any hardships the road may have inflicted upon thee, though I am certain everything shall turn out for the best. But I have wasted too much of thy time and said too much already. I shall take my leave and wish thee all the best. Okay. And still regret it later.
To be resting soon.
Top of my to-do list.
Once I made 2 characters and I realized the other character wasn't that interesting because the party members would usually have some quests or dialogue. Yeah.
Let's give them a right for a bit of a rough and tumble.
Wow, we fucked that dude up. I mean, the thing that's important for me if I can at least Hack Hunter, I want to at least export them all. So yeah, well, it's kind of too bad. I'm probably going to take my homies. Once we get to the inn, I'll probably start bringing along people. Generic caw noise here.
Hello, pal.
If you don't mind, please try and keep your voices down. There be beasties about with better hearing than we. Seem quite at home here. What's the most dangerous thing you've seen? What should I be wary of in this area? Round here, wouldn't worry myself too much unless you're brainless and charge everything you see. Mostly gibberlings, but they aren't too much of a hassle. A fair blow and a good sword arm could handle 1, maybe 2. More with a mage or cleric backup. Wolves have become a bit more predatory lately. I think it's because more people are hunting for their food, seeing as how the iron shortage took away all of their normal livelihoods. A hungry wolf is a nasty thing, and I would travel without a group if I were you.
Ready for that nap any time now.
Cutscene! Meet with Khalid in Jira.
Top of my to-do list.
The picture is fucked up. Oh, it's because we're fatigued.
Hello there.
Hey there, newcomer. You'll do fine here at the Friendly Inn so long as you don't get in the bad side of Bentley and Galena. Just a friendly bit of advice for a bunch of you. Who are these people? They're husband and wife. They run the Friendly Arm for as long as anyone can remember. Bentley likes to tend the bar in the inn, while his wife Galena is the high priestess at the temple of Garl Glittergold. They're real good people.
You said something?
You don't go believing every little thing being bandied about. A lot of people just, people getting worried about nothing. Those gossips in Bergrust are always coming up with new rumors to tell travelers. Us here at the Friendly Arm, we should have more sense. Okay, but like, where actually is the Friendly Arm?
Glad to meet you, friend.
Now, I can I ever afford a sword to do the fool's work of adventuring? Weapons ain't cheap like they used to be, and chances are they would break pretty quick too. Something seems to be wrong with the metal.
Hello there.
My plow broke apart and it's rusted in a single overnight, or like it was rusted. How's a man supposed to get any work done and make a living? Can't keep prices down if I have to plan everything by hand.
Top of my to-do list.
You're gonna be mad for me peeing in your house?
Hello, pal.
Go believing every little thing being bandied about. A lot of people getting worried about nothing. Same old thing.
Way ahead of you, boss.
Oh, it's raining.
You are welcome here in Gal Glittergold's sight.
Oh, this is Galena. For a bit of respectful coin, we can cure what ails thee. What do you need? I mean, I think we're all good. We're exhausted. Wait. That's fine.
Top of my to-do list.
Glittergold guide your eye on your travels.
Way ahead of you, boss.
Wait, is that just another door, or...? It is.
Yeah, I'll get right on that. Top of my to-do list.
Hi, friend.
Karnesh, hi friend, I've not seen you here before today. What brings you to the Friendly Arm? I'm here to meet some friends. Who must you be then? I'm to meet then. I will take it you're friends, but first I should be here. You're the correct person. Is your Amino? Yes? Perfect. You are indeed the perpin, I see. Hold still a moment, won't you?
Time for a bit of the rough and tumble.
What would you have me do?
And Clumsors is dead. I had a feeling this guy was a bad guy. Clumsors and Gangrel both down for the count.
Rather we skip the small talk and get right to the killing.
And get right to the killing. Holy shit. No, it wasn't the guard. Where's the quick load button? The guard just got fucking wrecked though. There's nothing I can do here. Trying tarnish takes 6 damage from the guard. Oh, okay, so actually he is dead. But now I gotta pay some stupid money to bring my people back to life here. And first my idiot friend, there we go.
Huh? Top of my to-do list.
Very familiar with this game, so I know where all the ambushes are. Seeing someone who's new to the game is pretty fun. Fuck yeah. Oh my god, he was so... I was 90% sure it was going to be an ambush, but I also did not expect it to be so brutal. That was my main character that ran the farthest, by the way.
Yes?
What you got for me this time? Yeah, I'll get right on
How
that.
may I be of assistance? It shall be as you wish.
So now I have 2 characters.
You rang.
Oh god. Olgar got
sorted.
Fucking hurt.
Haven't you got nothing better to do? Right, it's on me, is it?
They're like fatigued too.
What is it this time? I shall attend to it in a trice.
Go on then. Sorted.
I'm not bothered. I'll get it in a minute, Gov.
So now I have to go and resurrect these guys. I was pretty sad when the 24-hour streams were over. Yeah, I'm sorry. I actually have to end right now. And it would suck to end on that ambush, but it is what it is. I don't know if I should save it and do it, but I'm assuming I probably have to spend a lot of money to get to a place to get people resurrected or some shit, right?
Yeah, way ahead of you, boss. Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Guide your eye on your travels.
Ray's dead. This is what I need. This is what I need. But I have a feeling that's a high level spell there. Yeah, level 5. And it's necromantic. When the priest casts a raised dead spell, he can restore life to a dwarf, gnome, halfling, half elf, you know, of course, anybody. The body of the person must be whole, otherwise missing parts are still missing when the person is brought back to life. The person has but 1 hit point when raised and must regain the rest by natural healing or curative magic. Mother of Christ.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
They don't have bodies anymore. Or at least I can't find their bodies.
Hey, friend. Good to
Way
meet a
ahead of you,
fine
boss.
sod such as yourself.
Seat yourselves wherever you wish.
I can't stand the way the roads are cut off these days. My uncle's in Baldur's Gate and I can't get in. How come the roads are cut off? Where you been the past few months? The roads are crawling with brigands and bandits after every scrap of iron you got on you. Surely you must have fled some of your trip here, unless you came by way to Rest Road, that is. Well, for your sake and mine, I hope the roads clear up soon. I'll see you around. Why is the Rest Road still open? That's a good question. Make their head come out their asses. If there's ever a book shortage, that road to Candlekeep will be the most dangerous of them all. I assure you, but these folks are after metal, so they're sticking mainly to the larger trade routes between Baldur's Gate and guess what? Here's the inn, smack dab in the middle of it all. That's a good point. I'm gonna have to Google how to bring dead characters back to life.
Yes?
You stays out of the kitchen. You mess up my art. Someday I's gonna cook for the Duke himself. Bet you there's less fist fights in the place, so you can enjoy a meal from start to finish. Ha! That's cute. Anyway, yeah, I have to stop stream now. Time for me to do my first day back to work, and I am not looking forward through the possibly thousands of emails that I'm gonna have to sort through. Thank you guys very much for everything. I hope that you guys have the best day ever. Let's see if there's anybody that we can do a quick raid to before I get to work. Probably shouldn't, because I should just get straight to working instead of getting too excited when I raid somebody.
I need some help.
No, we can just raid Grooge real quick. Grooge is doing some shit. Thank you guys once again. Have a fantastic day.
I need some help.
Once this player loads, how can I load this shit? Well, he won't be able to see it, and I won't be able to see what his reactions are or anything like that, but please enjoy Groud's raid and tell him I'll be there in a little bit.
Nap any time now.